That's why I needed it.
Hey, 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 everybody. I can't tell you how happy I am to be here. Dreams come true. I promise you dreams come true. I'm Tom Zuba, and my daughter Erin died really, really suddenly in 1990. And in the months and year that followed, my wife Tricia and I, we tried to figure out what we might do next, because our life had been so drastically changed. And what we thought is, it was a dream. We thought a B&B would be perfect. And Trish found this beautiful, beautiful wooden carved angel, which was called Aaronwood. So the dream was that we would open a bed and breakfast and we would call it Aaronwood. That was the dream in 1990. In 2004, after Trish died, after Aaron died, I started dreaming again. And I dreamed that I wanted to build a retreat center. I wanted to build a retreat center at my home in Rockford. I have drawings of the retreat center. The drawings have been on my vision board since 2004. A couple months after I created the drawing, my son Rory had a seizure. And he had a hot spot on his left temporal lobe, and no one could figure out what was it. 2004, it was a Tuesday. Finally, the doctors did a biopsy to figure out what that hot spot was. And the news was that he had a terminal brain cancer. He had a glioblastoma. And that began a 6-month odyssey for us, a 6-month odyssey that ended with his explosion into the next realm. Didn't surprise me. He left the planet on February 22nd. I was envious. He believed in black holes and parallel universes. And I knew that his adventure was going to continue. I knew that. I wasn't sure if I could survive. I wasn't sure I wanted to survive. I thought about killing myself over and over and over again. And today, on this gorgeous sunny fall day, I'm so glad I didn't kill myself. I'm so grateful I didn't kill myself. Because today, this day, is the inauguration of this dream. It's my dream and it's Trish's dream. My retreat center, Aaronwood, opens today, right here at this beautiful, beautiful spot where human beings from all over the country are gathering with one intention, the intention of healing, And about 3 years ago, I met this mom, and she was broken. Her beautiful, beautiful daughter had recently left the planet. And I saw a light in her. And she took a step closer to me. And then she took another step closer to me. And 2 years ago, I knew without a doubt that as I stepped into my power and as I stepped into my optimal life, that she would be working with me. I knew it 2 years ago. That was the intention I set. And there's no way that this weekend that begins tonight at 5 p.m. would be unfolding as perfectly, beautifully, as perfectly, if it weren't for my friend Jessica, who's right here. Come on, Jessica.
No, that was so beautiful. And just before Tom came on live, we talked to Aaron, and we talked to Trish, and we talked to Rory and to Olivia, and we asked them to step close and to be with us, because today is so important. And it's not lost on me that almost 3 years ago to the day, I attended my very first retreat, which is where I met Tom for the first time in person. And here we are 3 years later, launching Aaronwood with our loved ones, in honor of our loved ones and the new brave souls that are getting on planes and are packing bags and trusting because they feel called, propelled to come and take a step closer toward their healing, because they've seen Tom, as I did, and he offers hope and a new way to walk with our loved ones and to continue on, and not to have to suffer every minute of it, but to live in radiance and to be able to say, I trust that beautiful things are still going to happen. So I am so honored and grateful. It's a surreal moment to be able to be here and to be able to be part of this, and to help launch Aaronwood and help see his dreams be fulfilled, and mine as well, and our loved ones. And they're all here all around us. I believe that.
And there's 4 people. There's 4 people we have to thank. We have to thank Lisa and her beautiful daughter, Kira. Right?
Yeah.
And we have to thank Jessica Lindbergh,
yeah,
and her amazing son, Ethan. Without those 4 people, this would not be possible. This would not be possible.
Absolutely. So grateful for that experience. And then that friendship that gets to continue. Yeah.
So we're going to bring on another really, really powerful human being. Many of you know her. Her name's Mary. Mary set the intention. Mary set the intention to work with me. Mary created the vision. Mary felt the vision, and Mary took action steps. Mary is light. Many of you know Mary. Mary is right now in the middle of an amazing program called Healing Mind, Body, Spirit. If I can find the cursor, where's the cursor? Oh, there it is. We're going to bring Mary on right now.
It's her beautiful kitchen.
Oh,
Mary.
hello. happy retreat. I went to get oh, I lost you.
No, we're here. You don't lose us.
All right, I have to, let me just, okay, there you guys are. Let me make you larger so I can see you. I ran to get my festive lei. I thought, I wish I had a party hat for the retreat. So I wanted to say happy retreat. Yes, cheers.
We're toasting with you, Mary.
What's that?
I said we're toasting with you.
Oh, yes, I'm so excited.
Mary, the response that I personally have been getting to Healing Mind, Body, Spirit is blowing my mind and my body and my spirit.
Oh,
Seriously, you are touching people in ways that I think are beyond any of our expectation or comprehension. So thank you for being such a bright, shining light.
Thank you for your inspiration, and thank you for saving my life, and thank you for giving me this opportunity. So,
what are we making today?
okay, so let me just move it so you can see what's happening here. All right, so today I switched horses a little bit. I decided to make an autumn pear salad.
Okay, love it.
Balsamic vinaigrette. So what I have here, I already started. I have the olive oil in here already. And then I'm just going to go ahead. So I'm just going to whip up the balsamic vinaigrette and then toss this easy, 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 delicious autumn salad.
Okay, yes. Okay, a couple of words here. Toss, easy, whip up. Those are not in my cooking vocabulary, Mary. They're just not.
Tom, to use your phrase, I promise you this is so super easy. But this is just, I doubled this recipe. So I have 2/3 of olive oil, cup of olive oil. And now I've got 5 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar.
Okay, I can do that. I can do that.
See, I knew you could. And then I've got 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard.
I can do that.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
I'm telling you, you can do this in a little ball jar, no problem. 2 cloves of garlic, because I'm doubling garlic,
Right.
Minced up.
Minced.
So you use that thingy where you.
Or you can buy it. Do you like to buy yours already minced? Like
You know what? I haven't been a garlic snob until very recently. I do now because I used to use that little press, and it was such a pain to clean. But I love garlic, and I go through so much garlic that I did it's in my refrigerator.
Okay.
Grab it out,
Yeah.
but I did. I really within the last month I've started using it. Do you?
Okay.
I do, unless I'm cooking like steaks and I want to roast the whole garlic clove. But something like that, I always use the pre-made, just diced up. It's easy.
It's a game changer. It really is, a fraction of the time and so easy. So yeah, I threw in the towel. So I just did. Okay, and then just the final ingredient is 2 tablespoons of organic honey. So I'm just going to throw that in there.
Okay.
Sweetness.
Why does it have to be organic?
Honestly, you don't even really need it. What was that, Tom? Did you say?
Why does it have to be organic honey?
I just, for pesticides, it's just that pesticides easily creep in. It doesn't have to be, but I actually prefer raw, organic, local honey, because local honey is really good for people with allergies. There's something about it that really helps you, but it has to be local. It has to be from your region.
Okay, so I live by 2 shopping centers. One's called Edgebrook, one's called Highcrest. I can walk to them. All of those ingredients that you've mentioned, I can get them there. Just
perfect. Oh, you froze up. Oh, you froze up for a second. You can get them all there?
yes.
Yeah. Mary, can you taste the difference between a raw organic honey, especially that's local, like something that hasn't been shipped from far away and been on a shelf somewhere? Can you taste?
Not necessarily, to be honest with you, not necessarily. I haven't been able to. Maybe you could. I haven't been able to. But
regardless, it is better for us, and especially for supporting local businesses. That always feels good too.
Yes, and really, people who I don't have allergies, so I haven't tested it out from that standpoint. Yeah. But it really does help with allergies. So yeah. All right, so that is all there is to the balsamic vinaigrette. Give it a real good shaking.
So if you're watching and this sounds good to you, give us a thumbs up, a thumbs up, a thumbs up.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. So all right, we have the olive oil, balsamic vinegar, honey, Dijon mustard, garlic, and salt and pepper. I didn't really add the salt and pepper, but that's okay. All right, so then on to the salad. So for the salad, I have a little bit of spring mix in my bowl. Can you see?
Did you just buy that in a bag?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, in a container. It's this. It's
okay.
Yeah.
Yep, I can do that.
Okay, and then I've got some candied walnuts. Really, let me show you those. Really
Yeah, I
easy to
love
make. It's just a couple tablespoons of sugar and walnut pieces that you just mix around in a skillet until it all melts together. Put it on parchment paper, crumple it up. You know, honestly, it tastes good as a snack too.
Did you make those?
Oh yeah.
But can you buy them?
You know, I don't know. I'm not, I bet you could.
So do you bake them? So once you mix, or the skillet is what cooks the sugar into the walnuts?
Correct. Just 2 tablespoons into the bottom of the skillet with like 2 tablespoons of sugar and half a cup of walnut pieces, halves, and just put it in the skillet. Put the skillet on medium. Stir, stir, stir until it all melts together, and then pour it on parchment or aluminum foil and let it cool and break it up into little pieces.
I've never made
Yeah,
those
I could
before.
do that. Do you listen to music when you're cooking?
Can you hear it? Is it too loud?
No. What do you listen to?
I'm listening to, sometimes I listen to Karen Drucker because you guys turned me on to her. This is a spa radio from Pandora.
Okay.
But I love it. So it's just really peaceful.
Yeah,
So,
Karen Drucker does the Face of God. That's the song that I love so much, and many, many other beautiful
I
things.
love it. And she does You Are Enough. I love that one too. She's just so inspirational. It's also
when you cook, when you're listening to your music.
Yes.
You do. I do too.
I love it. I love it. It's just calming.
On the show.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah. Okay.
What's that?
We're gonna have Karen Drucker on and chat with her down the road.
That would be awesome. Okay, so I put a few of the walnut pieces in, and now I'm going to add a few sweetened cranberries, but honestly, I would prefer that they weren't sweetened, but we just happen to get some sweetened ones because I try to watch sugar, so I don't, and especially if there's, Portillo's chocolate cake in the future, you should probably go easy on some of those things. But
sounds like all of it.
It's important to carb overload and sugar overload like 1 day every 2 weeks.
That's right. Well, that is that FitFab, or what is that? Faster way to fat loss. It's a program that concentrates on that sort of. I know you just use your God-given barometer.
No. We look for evidence to support our beliefs. I just like the whole Portillo's chocolate cake. And so the thought of carb overloading that supports it, I'm all in.
Oh, that's hysterical. All right. So far I have the greens. I have the walnuts.
I can do it. Yeah. That's cool. Go ahead.
Okay.
We're talking
about greens. I have the walnuts and the cranberries. So now it's really just, I have some Bartlett pear here.
Oh, are they? Where'd you get them?
At the grocery store. I know they'd be wonderful at the farmer's market, but I got them at the grocery store.
And you just sliced them up?
I did just slice them up thinly.
Okay.
So
Cool.
I'm going to put a few of those. Bartlett or Anjou are the better ones. I'm sorry.
She's freezing up.
Oh,
would any variety of pear work, or you like to use a certain one? You said
I like Bartlett, but I bet any, and you could even do this salad without fruit. If you're not really a fruit lover, you could it would be just as good with the cranberries and the walnuts, and then the balsamic vinaigrette over greens. Add a little protein, either some salmon or some grilled chicken.
So wait a second. So my IBG, Dawn, is watching from Union Station.
Oh, Dawn.
She's in Chicago. Yay!
Yeah. We pick her
You think she's my partner, my accountability
Oh,
partner.
is she your accountability partner? Oh,
She
perfect.
is, and Anna is. Yeah. I mean, it's awesome. So really, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm just going to go ahead and add a little of the balsamic vinegar. I'll put it on a plate, put a little Parmesan cheese over it, and voila, we have.
Kathleen is watching and she says love to all of us. Thank you, Kathleen.
Oh, Kathleen, thank you. Love to you. Love to you.
Are you going to taste a little bit of it?
I can.
Yeah,
we want to watch you eat it.
Yes.
Now we're
I will. I said what I was making the other day. We did Maddie and I did taste the avocado chocolate pudding. I made a salad the other day with sweet potatoes and egg. And someone asked me, did you eat it? Because it was sitting right there. And I said, no. And I said, oh, I should have.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on. That makes me
That's the
sad.
best.
Eat it, woman. Eat
I
it.
did eat it. I did. I just didn't eat it on camera. I should have, because boy, was it good. It was
Yeah,
so
so
good.
if people make this, take a photo of yourself eating it. Tag me, Mary, Jessica, Anna, and there's going to be a prize tomorrow, 2:22 p.m. Central. Anna.
Yay!
Yeah.
I just want to put one more on top. I'm going to get a little pepper.
So Mary, when will people connect with you next?
Tomorrow at 11 Central, I'm going to switch gears a little because we've been doing a lot of, nutrition. Tomorrow, I haven't done any self-care or any movement. Tomorrow, I'm thinking of doing a plank challenge. So
Perfect. Okay,
So you guys
not here on Tom Zuba Teaches a New Way to Degree, on that page.
Yes. All right, you guys, I'm going to show you what it looks like. Can you see?
Yes,
Can you see the
beautiful.
cranberries in the pear? All right. See if I can do this.
We're going to watch you enjoy it.
Let me do this elegantly.
Or messy. That's even better. That's real.
Good.
It's delicious.
We can't see your eyes, sweetheart. Put your head down.
I was trying to let you see. It's delicious.
Thank you, Mary.
Thank you, guys.
We'll
Enjoy.
see you tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central. Tom Zuba Teaches a New Way to Degree.
You guys have so much fun. I love you guys. See you later.
Thank you. Adios.
Bye.
Bye. Do you know how to, you got to click yourself off.
I'm just going to close my computer. If that'll let me go.
Okay.
It's been acting weird.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
If she's able to do that. Maybe. Can I? Yes.
Go back to. We're learning. And there we are. That was awesome. I'm actually going to make that salad because that feels like something. Well, I love all of the ingredients. Yeah, I'm going to make that.
I'll be honest with you. I would eat it. I would eat it. I would make it.
You wouldn't make it?
I would. No, I would make it.
Yeah.
I would make it. I would have to think about it because I'd have to buy all the ingredients.
Okay.
And yeah, it's very, 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 very easy.
Yeah, and I would make extra dressing and just keep that.
Yeah. Oh, that's a
in
good
the
point.
fridge
That's a
and
good point.
Be able to use it.
So what are you wearing right now?
So now I am wearing. I signed up for this, which I was able to design with CW and Tom last week. I think it was last week. I don't know. The days are blurred together. Been a little busy putting all of the details together, but I signed up for this.
I'm going to share with you what I'm wearing. I did not create this, people. This is not my thing. I'm a #1 badass. #1 authentic badass.
Authentic badass.
Yeah.
Yes.
Both of these t-shirts are available at tomzuba.com. Tomzuba.com. So I have another guest to bring on, and I refer to her as Pool Sherry. Pool Sherry. Why? Because Sherry is my neighbor who lives up the hill. She has the most magnificent pool.
Ooh.
It's stainless steel. It's
Really?
It's enormous, and it's always open to me because I'm her friend. And whenever I take photos of myself there, people think it's my pool.
I always assume that you're in your backyard, but you're at Sherry's.
Yeah.
You're at Pool Sherry's.
I'm at Pool Sherry's.
Awesome.
I'm going to tell you a little bit about Pool Sherry's. So Sherry lives up the hill from me. And Sherry goes to the same church as my parents, St. James Catholic Church. It's the church that I went to growing up.
Okay.
And my mom had a plaque in honor of my daughter, Erin, put up in the room where the brides get dressed.
Oh.
So Sherry got married at the church, and that's how Sherry was first introduced to Erin. And Sherry was aware of the fact that this woman by the name of Trish Brennan Zuba, whose in-laws went to church, died. So Sherry, because she has an unbelievable heart, made food, made cookies, and they were transported to Rory, Sean, and I.
Really?
Yeah.
She did. And had you ever met her at
No.
this point?
No, I was catatonic. I was
Absolutely.
catatonic. And then, as a lot of people know, Rory got a brain tumor and he died. I'll never forget it. There was a knock on my door. And this person said, "Do you guys like chocolate chip cookies?" I just kind of went, "Yeah, I made this for you." And then a week went by. "Do you like chocolate chip cookies and peanut butter cookies?" "Yeah." "Here, I made this for you." They're in disposable containers, so do with them whatever you want. A week later, "Do you guys like sloppy joes?" "I made them for you. I made them for you. I made them for you. I made them for you." And her name is Sherry. And it took me a long time, but my eyes opened up a little bit and I recognized her. I was like, "You're Sherry, you're Sherry." And she said, "Do you want to come up to the house? Do you want to sit at the pool? Would you ever want to go out for a drink with my husband, Greg, and I? Would you ever want to come up for Thanksgiving?" So Sherry, my neighbor, is Sherry, my friend, who has the biggest, most generous heart. And she wrote a book.
She did.
She wrote a book. And she asked me to write the foreword. And I am going to bring Sherry on.
So when I hear that, and Tom didn't tell me who is joining us. Hello.
She's connecting to
How is she?
audio.
So I think of God's hands. God, where are you? Where are you, God? Which is what we say.
Hi,
God shows
Sherry.
Hi, Tom. Hi, Jessica.
Hi, Sherry.
Did you hear my intro of you?
I just caught it. I had to cheat. I had asked Matt to bring his phone out to see where you guys were at. So I did just hear that. Thank you very much.
So,
beautiful.
Sherry, you wrote a book.
Yes, I guess it's not past tense yet. It's still in the works, but yes, we're at that point.
And you're at a point where you're not quite sure what the title should be. So if you would, tell folks both versions of the title if you're comfortable.
Sure. I have a title. I'm naming it 100 Days of Staying the Hell Home in 2020 with
Oh, love
with the
that.
subtitle of hashtags of COVID-19.
Yeah.
Then my editor and I discussed a couple of things, and I asked her about the word hell, and she thinks that's fine. But she said, don't forget all these audiences you can promote this to. So we talked about, should I use the word hell? So my next theory is maybe I shouldn't. I think I'm going to consider using 100 Days of Staying the Hell, or not hell, HE double hockey sticks, a little figure of hockey sticks, home in 2020. So changing the word hell to HE double hockey sticks. That makes it.
You know what, the more I think about it, because of the use of your hashtags throughout the whole book, I actually think that that's perfect. I really do. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I like that. I really, really like
I
it.
hate to go with heck. That just seems too.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah.
Hell to the no on hack.
I know.
Hashtag.
It's hell or hockey sticks, I guess.
Yeah.
What does your gut say? What does your heart say? What feels most comfortable?
You know, I do say hell. Hell seems comfortable to me. But maybe not to everybody. So hockey sticks, I like the whole whimsical piece of that. That's what this whole process has kind of been about. It kind of gives it that smile.
Yeah, I do too. I do too. So tell folks the seed of the book. You know, how did this begin?
When we went in shelter in place in, I guess, middle of March around St. Patrick's Day, I just started doing stuff at home. And as I sat down on Facebook and I made a short list one day of what I had accomplished, what I had not accomplished, what I had done, I didn't pay too much attention, but pretty soon I was realizing I was doing this on a fairly regular basis. And eventually I started doing a top 10 list not with any real intention, except to say, look what's happening to us while pandemic is all around us. How are things closing? What are we doing? What are we doing? How are we doing it? And so I started this little process of including things that occurred to me, that I observed, I noticed, that just kind of changed the way I was doing things here at home and outside of the house, which, many people weren't going anywhere. So I just created this top 10 list, and away it went. And then I didn't know when to stop. So I stopped at 100 days just because that was even.
Yeah. So you literally stopped at 100 days.
I did.
And when did the thought of, hey, maybe I have something here. Maybe I could actually put this together in a book?
Not during that time, because I honestly quit at 100 days because I felt we'd become a new normal and there wasn't anything fresh to bring out. So I said, it's time to stop. We're living a life that we're living right now. And then time went by, and people throughout the course of the rest of my life have always said, you need to write a book, but doesn't everybody hear that one time or another about whatever they've got going? And so when these lists kind of evolved and people were chiming in about things and they said, oh, you could write a book. I'm like, you know what? The book's written. I don't have to write it. It's written. So that's kind of how it came together. And so I started probably in August. I quit in June quit writing my top 10 list. And then in August, I made a conscious effort to say, I'm going to write this book. So.
And would you say, do you feel like the book is done? It's completely written?
Well, Tom, I've never done a book before. So I thought it was done when I submitted it to the editor for the first time. And I'm coming to find out there's a lot of tedious work that goes with it after that. So is the book done? Yes. Is it the manuscript in the hands of the formatter sent to the publisher? No. But the end result is going to be Thanksgiving. We are that close. We are definitely putting the final pieces together, and we will have a hard copy by Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and I've read the book. The book is brilliant. It reminds me of a time that I thought I would never, ever, ever forget. But as I read, it's like, oh yeah, oh my God, yeah, oh my God, yeah, oh my God, yeah. It's funny, it's sad, it's overwhelming at times. It makes me laugh. It makes me grateful. I love it. As you know, I love it. I've written 2 books. I love your book. And I honestly believe that this will be a perfect stocking stuffer.
Oh, yeah.
A Christmas gift, something to give the neighbor, something to give someone that you care about. It is a beautiful reminder of the 100 days that we all spent together. Tell us about the cover.
The cover, I have a little picture here. It's in a 3-ring binder at the moment, so it's not a book, but I've got a picture of a house where in the chimney, rather than smoke coming out of the chimney, there's little pages, single sheet calendars. You tear off calendar sheets, day by day calendars that number the days. Those that are floating out of the chimney. As I sat down to write, that day's done, that day's done, that day's done.
I love that.
What's
Yeah,
that?
I love it.
I love that. I love that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we've got 100 days, and 100 is on one of the little calendar sheets of Staying the Hell Home in 2020. And so, the designer and the designer and I talked this morning, and she's going to do a mock-up of the hockey sticks. We're going to take a look at that. But I think I can settle with that. The pandemic, the stay-at-home period of time really fell during Lent. And we did a lot of things differently with church and Lent and everything this season, as everybody did. But I realized there's quite a few entries about Lent, and perhaps the way we observed that season could interest people. And that's when the word hell kind of played around with me, as whether or not that might not work. But
Sherry, every single Christian says hell.
I know.
That's
Another, right?
That's what happens when bad people, it's what they believe. When bad people die, their God tosses them into hell.
Yeah.
They say hell.
I know. And it works. And, it to me, it makes you know that this book is not about politics. It's not about science. It is about everyday life. What happened today, and how I survived wearing this mask. I was wearing a disposable mask that I had sewn the strap back on at first because I didn't have a second one to wear yet. There you go.
I honestly think that at one time or another, we've all said, what the hell is happening?
So
What
many
the
times.
hell is happening? And when the hell is it going to be over?
Right, right.
So would
You're
you do us a
convincing me more and
favor?
more it works.
It's totally up to you. I think either way, you can't lose. You can't lose. Either way, it works either way. I think it's your book and you have to say, this is me. I gave it my all. I'm putting it out there. So
Right,
whatever works best for you.
And there's probably fewer people that be offended by the word hell than more than are not.
And you have to decide. Okay. So do you have a
Did I
favorite
say
chapter?
that wrong? You know what I mean, right?
I don't really care about them, but sure. I mean, it's not that I don't care, but no, I can't offend anyone without their permission. It's a two-way street. If they're offended, they're buying into it.
Right.
All right.
I understand what you're saying because you're trying to be so sensitive and not offend anybody. So I completely understand.
And this is what I think. To be fully human, to take a stand, to share who we really are, some people are going to be offended.
Yeah.
What if they say like you're not doing life correctly if you don't have a few enemies along the way? I don't know.
I don't want enemies, but if I offend people, it's All right, enough about that. Do you have a favorite chapter you could read for us?
Well, I do. How much? I have a short version, not a long. When I first started writing, I didn't know I was creating this, and so I had blurb. Pretty soon, I was writing a little bit longer. I was describing more of my sentences too. So, do we have time for me to read a longer one?
You're the boss of you. This is your time. You're a #1 authentic badass. You do whatever you want.
I'm going to read the one that it's about a month into it. It's April 22nd. This was what I was calling day number 32. So we were into stay-at-home pandemic about 1 month. And the entry for this day is called Signs of the Coronavirus. Number 1, my work day is spent primarily at the Meijer grocery store, a chain store throughout the Midwest. The company has evaluated and worked to clean, sanitize, remove, replace all things that have high-level touch points in the building. One of the produce workers was carrying a metal Stanley coffee thermos, those old metal kind that my dad used to carry in his lunchbox. I thought she was much too young to carry a Stanley, so I asked her about it. Now, my book has hashtags throughout, so each entry has a hashtag. So this one is hashtag remove the coffee pots, hashtag employee break room, hashtag coffee pot handles, hashpoint touch points, hashtag she brings her own coffee now. So that's number 1. They're not all that long. Number 2, there was a senior woman standing by the case of fresh chicken today, and I couldn't help but notice the 2 gallons of wine in her cart. If you're inviting her to your bring your own booze party when the shelter in place is lifted, I think she will be staying a while. Hashtag meatballs in cart, hashtag appetizer, hashtag invite her. Number 3.
Wait, let me stop you. Let's invite her to the pool.
There you go. Always. It was red wine too, so I could add a little fruit juice and call it sangria.
Ooh, love that.
Okay. Number 3. Occasionally, I must buy groceries for ourselves, like everyone else.
That's hysterical. Wait.
Okay.
Fine.
Go ahead. I guess I should preface for those that are just catching up. I'm a Ship shopper, which is a shopper for an online grocery service, and now they've expanded to other stores like Target, etc. But I shop online groceries. It's like Uber groceries. You go shop it and you deliver it. Okay. So that's what my job is. So occasionally I must buy groceries for ourselves, like everyone else. The kind where the cart gets full and you add things with reckless abandon. Aisle 12 where I shop is the sinner's aisle. Cookies, and more cookies. I believe the label on a package of cookies that read, if you're going to have a cookie, have a cookie. Hashtag Pepperidge Farm, hashtag Tahoe, hashtag cookies during Corona.
Let me stop you for a second. Hashtag Sherry's homemade cookies.
Yeah, but if you're going to have a cookie, sometimes homemade aren't always great, but yeah.
Hashtag Sherry's cookies are unfucking believable.
Oh, number 4. Speaking of cookies, we're going to talk about cookies. This has nothing to do with the signs of the coronavirus, but it is something I want to share with you. Tookie, in quotes, Tookie, was one of the last words my 2-year-old son said the night before his brain tumor surgery. He was prepped for surgery, so he couldn't eat that night. It was hard to distract him. It was a year later when Matt had his first Tookie. We love our Tookies. Hashtag Oreos with Grandpa, Oreos, or excuse me, hashtag survivor. So that goes, we have cookies in our life, absolutely.
Love that.
Number 5, things don't necessarily move at lightning speed here at our place just because we're home. The sympathy card I started yesterday will go out in the mail tomorrow. Whitepages.com isn't as user-friendly as it used to be, but a friend saved the day by finding the address I needed. Hashtag church directory. Number 6, we really do need to keep our wits and sense of humor about us during these trying and unprecedented times. I got my giggles today from a meme on Facebook. Is COVID-19 really that serious? Listen, y'all, the casinos and churches are closed. When heaven and hell agree on the same thing, it is pretty serious.
Love
Hashtag, hashtag safer at home. Hashtag laughter is good for the soul.
Absolutely.
Number 7, trivia is a thing I'm not particularly good at. The local Better Business Bureau set up an 815 takeout and dine-in event tonight. Order takeout from a local business and play trivia with others on Facebook Live or Zoom while tucked safely at home. We scored 16 points out of 30. I knew 2 answers. Hashtag crazy questions, hashtag not my thing, hashtag I like Yahtzee. Number 8, everyone is Zooming. One of my brothers set us up tonight, and at one point I had 3 devices going to make sure I'd get it right. The desktop computer, my son's iPad, and my phone. Scratch the desktop, it doesn't have a camera or a microphone. Hashtag obsolete technology, hashtag no accessories. Number 9, copy and paste should still be my best friend forever. Hashtag learned the hard way. Number 10, it's 11:29 p.m. Why am I not in bed? Because I didn't copy and paste this list when I was on number 6, and I left this page on Facebook to do something else and lost all of it. Hashtag retyped, hashtag oh my goodness, hashtag too late to prove. I'm not sure if this is good night or good morning, but thanks for reading.
Sherry, what's the name of the book?
100 Days of Staying the Hell Home in 2020, hashtags of COVID-19.
When's it going to be available? When?
Thanksgiving 2020, for your stocking stuffers, for your mother, for your sister, your neighbor, your friend, your coworkers, everybody. Thanksgiving.
Where are we going to be able to buy it?
Amazon, yes. And help me out on some of these. I'm still getting in this process.
Barnes and Noble.
BarnesandNoble.com, yes.
Yeah, and they're going to get autographed copies from your website.
Okay, they are.
And 1 week before you know it's going to be released, will you come back so people can pre-order it?
Yes, that'd be awesome. And then I'll have a hard copy to actually show it.
So this is my hashtag for you, my dear.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Hashtag Sherry is good for the soul.
Oh, thank you, Tom.
Thank you, sweetheart.
I take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Guys, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
It was amazing.
What do you think?
She's amazing.
I know.
I love that idea of the list because there was so much comedy during that, and people had the chance to slow down, were forced to slow down. People that hadn't ever done that, and they were given the opportunity to be introspective and spend time with family. And there's a lot that came up during that time.
There is. So I
think it's
wrote
awesome.
the foreword. I wrote the foreword for her book. And you're going to meet her in person on Friday, tomorrow.
Okay.
Because during our break in the afternoon, Pool Sherry is going to come over to Aaronwood with a platter of her cookies.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get to meet her.
She offered. That's who she is. She knew I was having a retreat, and she said, this is how I can love those people.
Yeah, and she showed up again and again and again. And that is love.
And what she hinted at is she has a son, Matt, who when he was 2, was diagnosed with a brain tumor.
Mm-hmm.
And Matt is my son, Sean's age.
Really?
Matt was homecoming king, was elected homecoming king of my son Sean's class.
He's a survivor.
Oh.
Amazing.
No. Matt is a fucking thriver. Matt is a miracle human being because of his mom and his dad and his brother and his sister.
Wow.
Yeah, he is. Woo!
Awesome.
I know. If this is touching you, subscribe. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. We will be here every Thursday at 11 a.m. Central. We're going to show you where we are right now. We are in Rockford, Illinois. We're right on the beautiful Rock River. Tonight at 5 p.m., my first retreat here in Rockford begins. My intention is to do one every quarter. We're going to do one right 13, 14. We are intentionally ending on Valentine's Day.
The day of love.
Yeah. So what we're going to try to do is,
Before we move in, do you
no, I
think
want to
so?
show them.
Okay, so CW asked that we ask for feedback.
Cool.
Is it a good time to do
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
So in the comments, if you'll let us know what you like, what you would like to see more of, or maybe different content, or if you heard us discuss something and you want us to talk about it more at length, or any feedback, because although he has been doing Facebook Lives and this is so his forte, YouTube is a new step for him and then certainly for me. So we would love to hear any and all feedback.
So I want to share a story. Right across this river is a family's home. They're the Gilberts. Before April 2nd, I did not know who they were. I didn't know who they were. And John and Diantha's perfect daughter, Ellen, died suddenly.
So suddenly.
On my birthday. That caught my attention. My social media blew up. It blew up. Do you know what happened? Can you believe what happened? My friend Sherry, who you just met, knocked on my door. And she said, would you sign a book for my friend Diantha?
Oh my goodness.
Her daughter Ellen just died.
We know each other. Wow.
So I signed the book. Sherry got it to Diantha. I heard from Diantha within probably the first 10 days. And she said, I want to meet with you. I want to work with you one-on-one. I got to meet this mother that almost all of Rockford knew. I got to know her daughter Ellen through her. I got to know her husband John, her son Lou, her son Sean, her daughter-in-law, her mother. And I got to know this guy by the name of CW. She's the one who mentioned CW.
Yeah.
Ellen is a miracle. Diantha is a miracle. CW is a miracle.
Absolutely. How it's all interconnected.
That's how much we're loved. That is how much we're loved. So yes, if you have any thoughts, any suggestions, how can we better serve you? Put it in the comments.
We'd love to read it all.
Yeah.
We're going to read it all and we're going to take it all in.
Yeah. So I want to show them the river.
Just you.
Do you want to go inside and then I'll meet you inside?
Sure.
All right.
Perfect.
I'm going to see if I can do this. Okay. Yeah, I can. So we're literally, I'm going to show you this way. We're on the balcony. This is where we'll be tonight with hugs, socially distant, COVID-friendly hugs, with candles, with dinner. We're gonna watch. Look, you can see it. We're literally on the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Rock River. So how blessed are we? How blessed are we? This is where we're going to be in the winter too. It's going to be gorgeous in the winter. Can you see? And Diantha, Ellen's mom, lives right across the river. And Saturday night, we're going to walk over for a bonfire, COVID-friendly pints of Ben & Jerry ice cream. So the plan is 4 times a year, fall, winter, spring, summer, to have retreats here at this beautiful, beautiful place. So we're going to walk into what's called the Vanderbilt Ballroom. This is where we're going to meet tonight, 5 p.m. Central. I want to show you the gorgeous fireplace. I'm going to start at the fireplace. Look, there you go. So Gretchen of Radiant Spaces decorated the fireplace for us. Is that beautiful?
She is so good.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
So let me just show you the experience in case you think, hey, I might want to do that. In order to do it, though, I have to know who you are. I have to know who you are. You have to have taken a permission to mourn, Module 1, Becoming Radiant online, the A to Z Healing Workshop. Or if you walk with me in the morning with Molly and Albert Einstein and Maoli, and we kind of know each other. But we have to have a relationship. So these are the doors that we're going to enter. We're a work in progress. We're going to sign up here. We have incredible welcome goodie bags on these tables.
That are all thoughtful and make you feel good, make everyone feel, yeah, that they're being loved and their loved ones that they came here to honor are being loved. And they're a part of this experience too.
And tonight is all about honoring, saying the names of our beloveds, welcoming them in. Everyone's invited to bring a 5x7, 8x10 photo or photos. We have 2 tables here. It's going to be filled with the photographs of our beloveds. And then we have this very, very, very COVID-friendly social distancing huge rectangle where our 14 beloved guests will be welcomed.
Do we want to show them the Renaissance room where the sound bath will be?
We do not.
Okay. To be continued.
We might do that later. We might not. You never know.
Never know.
So
No, with him.
Yeah, you never.
I
know.
never know.
You never know. So, final thoughts.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for the feedback. Thank you for being here with us. And just so excited to be here on the very first Aaronwood retreat and be a part of it and welcoming all of these beautiful, brave souls that are coming in, not knowing exactly what they will be experiencing, but trusting the journey and trusting the process and that they're taking the right steps towards healing.
The perfect people are coming. The perfect people said yes. The perfect people are helping make this happen. We are loved that much. Take good care, everybody. We will see you right here next Thursday,